Hi Scholars, it's Miss Dunn. Today we're going to be doing math together and we're going to be representing and solving story problems. So today we're going to be listening to a story, figuring out the math that we hear in that story and what the story is asking us to do, finding a math strategy or tool to help us represent and solve that story problem, and then share our thinking of what we did. So this year, we used lots of different strategies and tools, and here is a list of some strategies that you can use if you want to. So just to review, you can use objects, your fingers, draw a picture, use a tool as your number line or number bond, or use the strategy of counting on. So now we're going to be listening to a story, and as I tell you this story, I want you to be listening carefully for the math that you hear in it. I want you to be listening for the quantities that you hear, what's happening in the story, if there's an action, what the question or problem is in that story, and that's going to help you represent the story and solve for it. So the story is, there were 5 kids who went to the zoo. 3 more kids joined them. How many kids are now at the zoo? There are 5 kids who went to the zoo. 3 more kids joined them. How many kids are now at the zoo? So I'm going to use the strategy and tools of fingers to represent and solve the story. So the story said there were 5 kids who went to the zoo. So each of my fingers is going to represent each kid. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 kids that went to the zoo. Great. So the next part of my story I hear was that 3 more kids joined them. So the key word I hear here is more. I know that more means that the quantity is getting larger and the number is getting bigger. So it sounds like that I'm adding 3 more because 3 more kids joined them at the zoo. So 1, 2, 3. Great. So now the story says, how many kids are now at the zoo? How many kids are now at the zoo? So we know that there's 5 and 3 more came. So the story is asking us to count all of the kids all together to find the total or the sum. So I can push down my fingers as I count. All of my fingers represents all of the kids, or I can touch my chin with each finger. So I'm going to do that. Ready? You can do it with me if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last number I said is 8, which tells me that there's now 8 kids at the zoo. Great. So now, scholars, I'm going to be telling you 2 stories, and this is going to be your task or assignment today. One story is going to have a quantity that's smaller. One story is going to have a quantity that's larger. And it's your job to figure out what story is just right for you and your family to represent and to solve. So the first story is 4 kids went to CenturyLink to see the Mariners. 5 more kids went to CenturyLink. How many kids went to CenturyLink to see the Mariners? 4 kids went to CenturyLink to see the Mariners. 5 more kids went to CenturyLink. How many kids went to CenturyLink to see the Mariners? Okay, so my second story is Keikoa was very hungry. He ate 12 treats. Then he found 7 more treats and ate them too. How many treats did Keikoa eat in all? I'll say it one more time. Keikoa was very hungry. He ate 12 treats. Then he found 7 more treats and ate them too. How many treats did Keikoa eat in all? So once you figure out what story is just right for you and your family to solve, and it may be that you do a challenge and you solve both of them, find the strategy that works for you of how you want to represent and solve the story. And if you want to, we would love to see your thinking of how you represented and solved this story problem. So if you can, please send a picture and video to your teacher so we can see how you were thinking. Have a great day, scholars. Bye.